secret White House escape tunnel with America's most dangerous serial killer, Victor Drake, and his rocket launcher-wielding, pizza-munching hitman, Felix, only to find your own wife, First Lady Eleanor Vance, sitting in the escape chopper holding a detonator. President Vance thought he was being blackmailed over a 26-year-old hit-and-run secret. But as the rain hit his face, he realized his wife wasn't being rescued. She was pulling the strings of an international criminal network. "Put the gun down, Victor," Eleanor said calmly, her leather coat glistening in the chopper's floodlights. Her eyes were completely cold, not a trace of the loving First Lady Arthur had been married to for 20 years. "Eleanor?" President Vance gasped, choking on the smell of aviation fuel and cold rain. "What is this? How do you know about my secret in Maine?" "Oh, Arthur, please," Eleanor sighed, adjusting her earbud. "You've been a sloppy politician and an even worse criminal. I paid off the Maine state troopers 26 years ago before your hangover even cleared," Victor Drake growled, pointing his suppressed pistol directly at her chest. "I don't care about your family drama. I have the signed presidential pardon. Felix, shoot her." Felix, standing by the titanium blast door in his bright pink Hawaiian shirt, didn't even raise his weapon. Instead, he calmly peeled open a candy bar with his teeth. "Yeah, about that, Victor," Felix chuckled, taking a bite. "I'm not shooting the First Lady. 1, she pays better. 2, she actually brings gourmet snacks to a coup d'etat." "You traitor!" Drake roared, turning his gun toward Felix. Bang! A single shot echoed through the tunnel. Drake fell to his knees, clutching his shoulder as blood soaked his suit. Felix lowered his gold-plated revolver, a wide, terrifying grin on his face. "Relax. Vic! Just a flesh wound." Felix wheezed with laughter. "Consider it a lesson in manners." Arthur stared at the chaos, his hands trembling violently. Who are you people?" "We were members of the Sovereign," Felix explained cheerfully, wiping hot sauce off his shirt. "The #1 international syndicate on Earth. But their founding elders have a strict moral code: never meddle in politics, never touch a president. Well, Victor here got greedy, tried to blackmail you, and broke the sacred rule." Felix leaned over the bleeding Victor Drake, his goofy smile fading for a second into pure menace. "The Sovereign Elders didn't just fire him, Mr. President. They dragged him through the mud, stripped his rank, and kicked him out like trash. So he joined Apex," Arthur realized, his mind spinning. "The #2 Syndicate." "Bingo!" Felix clapped his hands. "Apex is different. They do legal work, illegal work, government contracts. Depends on who's running the department. Some guys in Apex are legit heroes. Some are total psychos. But Apex has no idea we're doing this tonight. We lied to them." "Why?" Arthur asked, staring at Felix. "Why risk a war between 2 world syndicates?" Felix's face softened, showing a glimpse of fierce, unshakable loyalty. "Because Victor isn't just my boss. He's my childhood best friend. He saved my life in Berlin. I don't care if he broke the rules. I will burn down the White House to keep him out of a death row cell." Eleanor stepped out of the helicopter, snatching the signed pardon from Drake's bleeding fingers. "And with this official pardon, Apex's legal department can unlock $50 billion in frozen international accounts. I get half. Felix gets his brother back. And you, Arthur, well, you get to stay alive." Suddenly, the red emergency lights in the tunnel turned pitch black. The roar of a high-tech stealth drone filled the air above the shattered ceiling. High-voltage flashbangs dropped down, blinding everyone in a flash of white light. Through the smoke, 4 heavily armored operatives in pitch-black tactical suits dropped down on ropes. On their armor was a gold crest, a shield with an ancient sword. The Sovereign. The #1 Syndicate had arrived to enforce their code. The lead Sovereign operator leveled a heavy shotgun directly at Felix's chest. "Felix, Victor, you broke the Treaty of Elders. The Sovereign has sentenced you both to immediate execution." Felix dropped his candy bar, his eyes widening as he slowly raised his gold revolvers with an unhinged smile. "Oh man, and I didn't even get to finish my dessert."